Howdy everyone, it's your buddy BP. It is May 20th, 2016, Friday morning, which means that it is Zord Day, and as you can tell from the little emblem here, he is somewhere here in the tower. I'm not sure where, but I'm going to go find him because I'm curious to see what he has this week. And here he is. I'm guessing he's selling the universal remote. He's right outside where the speaker is, right against the balcony. Nice view, isn't it? But yeah, let's go ahead and see what Zord has. Titans this week get the Glasshouse. This used to be a year 1, it has just recently been brought back to year 2. It has an intellect and strength build, mostly focusing on strength it seems, which I think is really good for this helmet. You're about to see why. Its other perks include hands-on, second thoughts, and invigoration. Its exotic perk, bathed in light, increases the duration of both Blessing of Light and Weapons of Light. When you activate your Ward of Dawn as Defender, that's your super, big old purple bubble. You have the option of having an additional effect with it, Weapons of Light or a Blessing of Light, which gives you extra defense or extra damage. Something like 25%, I believe. I think you can boost it up to 35, and it only lasts for a few seconds. But I believe this tacks on at least an extra 5 seconds, and this can be a little useful in both PvE and PvP. Depends on how you want to play. I think this is really good for a sniper in PvP, especially if you have something that's like with high impact, and because that way you can use Weapons of Light and you can turn it into a one-hit kill on the body. Really nice with something like Icebreaker or something like that. I think it works pretty well with that kind of sniper rifle. I really enjoy using that. Still kind of an acquired taste, but I might pick it up. And it looks really good with my shader, doesn't it? It used to not be affected by shaders. It's kind of got this nice little glow to it. I actually might buy this, and it's a really good roll. Kind of an acquired taste. You're probably not going to get too much mileage out of it. But if you really want one and you don't have one yet, this is a pretty swell roll. Hunters this week will get Kephri Sting. It has a discipline and strength build, focusing mostly on strength, which I think combos very well with this. Its other perks include Switchblade, Impact Induction, Fusion Rifle Loader, and Hand Cannon Loader. Its exotic perk, and this is kind of a mouthful, it's called Touch of Venom. You gain invisibility after crouching in place for a short time. Whenever you deal a melee attack to an enemy from behind while you're invisible, it deals ×4 damage, which in PvP I believe is enough for a one-hit kill. And when you land a melee attack, it applies this sort of lingering damage over time effect, kind of like the Thorn, probably not like as powerful as old school Thorn. I haven't really run the numbers. I've gotten this before, and I've experimented with it a little bit. It's pretty fun to use, but the utility, it's kind of tricky. Being able to get the Stalker ability, which is what this is, and this kind of variant of the Backstab ability as well, for free, and it works across all subclasses. It's pretty nice. It's fun to use, but in most situations when I'm playing as a hunter, both in PvE and PvP, I'd rather be using something else. I will admit, like being able to pretty much one-hit kill someone with a melee while invisible in PvP does sound pretty fun. I need to try that out sometime, and it's a cool looking exotic. I don't have a preview for it right here. I'm on my Titan, but it is nice, and you know what? I think it's a pretty nice build too. If you don't have one of these and you got the coins to spare, I think this is a good build for this for this exotic armor. Again, like the Glasshouse, you're probably not going to get too much mileage, but it is very fun to use. Warlocks this week will get Sunbreakers. This is another year 1 exotic that just recently got brought back. It has an intellect and discipline build, which I think is pretty good for this. Energy projection, impact induction, fusion rifle loader, and scout rifle loader. Its exotic perk, Helium Cycle, increases the duration of your solar grenade while gaining an additional solar grenade. So it stacks twice, and they last longer. Solar grenades are pretty good for zone control. They used to not last very long. They last much longer with this. This is basically kind of like nothing manacles for the solar grenades. I wouldn't say it's as good as the nothing manacles. Though I will say solar grenades are pretty fun, and in the right conditions, they can do a lot of damage in PvE, especially if there's solar burn on. If you ever play anything with solar burn, definitely try these out. These might come in handy, and they combo really well with the perk that allows you to ignite enemies with your grenades. Very, very nice combination, and they recently buffed these up. It used to be that it just gave you the increased duration for the grenades. They didn't stack twice, and now they changed it. And I've tried these out. Pretty fun to use. Again, it's like all the other stuff. I'm not sure how much mileage you're going to get. You may be able to use them a lot. I do think that they're a lot of fun. I wouldn't use them that often. I guess if I was playing Sunsinger in PvP, I would try them out. I think they're pretty good for zone control and things like that. Though, still, acquired taste. I think it's a decent roll, though. So if I had the coins to spare, I would pick them up if I didn't already have a pair. We get a weapon this week, and this is the Universal Remote. I really, really like this weapon. It doesn't say here, but the really interesting thing about Universal Remote is that it's a shotgun that you equip in your primary slot, so it uses primary ammo. That's really good for PvP because they made special ammo more scarce. So it's kind of hard to get the ammo that you need for the special weapon that you want. And you can still use something like Invective, that's okay, but I mean, being able to just rely on primary ammo, pretty damn good. And with the right build, namely the build I'm using, it works pretty well for a PvE. I'm using my no backup plans, which gives me the force barrier whenever I land a kill with my shotgun, and it allows force barrier to last longer. Very nice. It combos very well with this weapon. Let's take a look at the other perks. Smooth ballistics, soft ballistics, CQB ballistics. Has crowd control, which is more of a PvE perk, but still, I mean, I'd say this works well in PvE. Hammer Forge for improved range. This is probably what you're going to go with. It also has lightweight and snapshot, both of which are actually really good for this weapon. It's exotic perk, and this is nice. Universal Remote. Range and precision damage increases greatly while aiming down the sights. This weapon is a little bit of... not everyone's going to be into it. Like I said, I know I've used this word before in this video, but it's an acquired taste. Some folks just can't, they just can't get a hang of it. They just don't like it. They don't like the range, or they don't like the impact. And the base stats, yeah, I agree, they're not too impressive, but I mean, it's a shotgun that uses primary ammo. And I've used it quite a lot, and I found myself very, very comfortable with this. It's really fun to use. I feel like it's fairly easy to use. That increased primary damage, excuse me, not primary damage, but precision damage rather, it's noticeable. And so is the range. So this is really nice, especially if you're using the no backup plans like I am. Some folks just will not like this weapon. I think it's fantastic. It's definitely one of my favorite weapons. It's so fun to use, and the utility is amazing, especially now in PvP, now that special ammo is more scarce. If you like shotguns in PvP, you absolutely must have one of these. Legacy Engrams for body armors. Can't remember if there are any body armors left that haven't been brought back to year 2. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is just like a normal Engram. You could probably just get it here if there's a certain body armor you want, and it'll give it to you. Granted that it's in year 2. I mean, not year 2, but year 1 rather, which is where these Legacy Engrams come from. No year 2 stuff in this. 29 coins, so if you don't have something like, well, Lucky Raspberry, then yet this could be your week. We also have Glass Needles, 3 coins, 3 boats, 1 shard, 3 coins. You get 5 of them for 7 strange coins. And Heavy Ammo Synths. You get a pack of 3 for 1 coin. And that just about does it for this video. I went ahead and got myself a Glasshouse, put it on. Looks pretty good with this armor and this shader, don't you think? Pretty nice. Oh, and check it out. I got me an LDR 5001. Aren't I lucky? Let's take a look at that roll. It's not the best roll. Well, it's okay. Underdog? I don't know. You gain a boost to range and handling when your health is low. I guess it's nice in a pinch. But scopes, check it out. Eagle Eye SLR 20, We got the short gaze, and we got an ambush. Pretty nice set of scopes, I think. We have armor piercing rounds. I think these you used to be able to shoot through windows with these. I think they might have nerfed that though. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I can shoot through windows with these, but either way, still we got snapshot, which is good for sniper rifles, and we have small bore, which is what I'm using right here. So it reduces the magazine size, but still pretty nice. Oh, and check it out, outlaw. You get a precision kill, which is what you're supposed to be getting with these, and increases the reload speed. Not bad. I would prefer something like, say, hidden hand and replenish, so I can get a full magazine every time I use my super. I have a year 1 sniper rifle that's pretty good. Sometimes I use that in PvP. I think it's Her Supremacy or something like that. I think it's one of those sort of Queen's Bounties type of sniper rifles. I was wondering if I was ever going to get one of these LDRs. I'm glad I finally did. Not the most impressive roll. I think if it was any other sniper rifle, I would probably dismantle it, but I can't bring myself to dismantle it. I mean, it's a friggin' LDR 5001. I haven't been using sniper rifles a lot recently. I guess I might have to give them another shot. Let me know. Do you want to see an LDR 5001 video? Just let me know in the comments section. Also, don't forget to spank that like button if you enjoyed the video or if you found it helpful in any way. Your support means a lot to me. And as always, y'all be good to each other, and I will see you in the next video.